Hello, hello. Bl'Artagnan here with Dimensions End Transcendence, Tier 5, Crucible 1, the left side. The left nut, the left one. We're bringing a team of Shantotto, Ace, and Rosa. Before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button, be sure to hit the subscribe button, you know the drill. It does help support the channel, helps me grow, helps raise visibility, and helps me boost my self-confidence. These are all very useful and valuable things for the small cost of a like. Shilling and begging out of the way. What are we doing here? We're bringing Shantotto because I want burst synergy stats. I have no idea how Shantotto works. I have no idea what she does. I'm just pressing buttons with her. She's just here to be a stat stick. Ace is here to deal with the orb. It's a trap orb, or additional effect orb. It's weird. It triggers on traps, and it triggers on follow-up attacks like Forum, 7, and BB. Sometimes it's weird and arbitrary how these traps or these orbs are decided, if you ask me, but it only goes up by 2 when it ticks, so you have to be pretty aggressive with the traps if you're not using someone like Ace, who basically has it proc every turn. This is why I'm using it on Ace. Rosa is here because she has battery, she has the refund, which is great with Ace, she's got the good auras, got the healing, really she has everything the body needs. Oh, there's one other thing she brings, which is kind of handy if you aren't paying attention, and that is re-raise. I did not plan that. That was just as me being like, surely this isn't going to... Oh, that killed them. Well, that was pretty awkward. Absolutely stupid. I guess re-raise meta is the future. They have changed the score penalty, so reviving no longer tanks it. So it's time for Rosa and Shantotto to finally shine. And you can get wiped out to your heart's content and just kind of re-raise your way through it. Just be sure you don't lose any important LD buffs along the way. That's something that kind of annoys me about Rosa, is that she only has 3 uses of her LD, and she doesn't have buff star on her LD. So if she dies and re-raises, she loses her LD buff, and that just kind of sucks. I mean, between its duration and her speed, it isn't normally an issue. Like, it's not a run killer kind of thing. I think it'll still last her at the end of a fight if you need it. I just think it feels bad, you know? I think that like giving her like 6 turns of the buff at the start of the quest or something would feel a lot better, just so that she could re-raise herself and not make you feel like a chump when it happens. Anyway, that's a whole another story. What do we got going on here? We're using Ace, you know, we're doing Ace stuff, hitting for damage. We have to rebuild his stacks because I'm too stubborn to use his LD at this point. I'm trying to slow roll his LD just a little bit to let the orb count down so we could reboost it back up by a few turns of not needing to care about the orb. People have talked about how Lufanias are kind of power crept in the side tiers, and it's kind of true. This and definitely the other fight are kind of stomp fests once you mitigate the orb and find a way to get around that double AoE HP attack that wiped me out. Maybe these fights are still a little bit dangerous if you're not paying attention. But beyond that, you don't need optimal play to get through them. You don't need a super overpowered team. Power creep has really kind of outdone this fight, or these fights. Bringing in the Keist Call now because I want to do something a little fun. Fun using the LD there. Just give us a second while we get into position to do our thing. Keist Call on this team. Why Keist Call on this team? You might already know the answer to that. You might have peeked ahead and seen what happens, but as I mentioned, I have no idea how Shantotto works. I thought that refreshed her rage overhead or something, but it didn't. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to have a good time. I don't have time to be paying attention to how Shantotto works. No one uses Shantotto. Toto, whatever. Anyway, the reason we brought the Keist Call was because we're also bringing the Sid Raines Call. And if you haven't seen the Sid Raines Call in action, well, you're in for a treat, because it is stupid. What Sid Raines Call does is it says, for 2 turns, every attack this character does launches. It doesn't count down in burst phase, and that's why it's funny. So between Rosa and Keist, we're going to be getting a ton of refund here, as we just kind of turn this into a kind of a Lail burst phase of sorts. We're going to be launching, we're going to be refunding, kind of rebattering off the Keist thing. This is a good time right here. This is okay. This is the way I want to spend my afternoon playing through a burst phase where every hit is a giant battery launch. Yeah, I finally found a way to make Shantotto fun and interesting. That was kind of needlessly mean. I'm more saying that because I've never played Shantotto, and less because I actually think the character's bad. I think if I gave her a chance, I'd probably enjoy her. I just haven't and probably won't be giving her a chance because we have so many characters now. There's so many. Such an afterthought. He had nearly 3 million damage. That's not bad for a burst phase. With all that stuff attached to it, though, man, I don't know. That was kind of meh. Let's take advantage of those launches a little bit more as best we can, because we do still get one more turn of that Rain's Call on Toto, which is pretty sweet. Gonna use Rosa to get a battery launch here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take advantage of that. Bada boom. But yeah, Rain's Call, completely nuts. I don't know if it's like Kurosame levels of nuts, but it feels like it is just because it gives you so many launches for the price of a single LD call. So Ace is dealing the damage now. What else we got going on? We're gonna go. Let's. Do we want to? Nah, you know what? We don't need to use the base call yet. Probably a good thing we didn't use the base call because we still have to use this second turn of the LD call. Get one more launch off that. And I say one more, but I actually mean two more because it's an AoE attack, so it applies the launch ability to the other person. Like I said, absolutely degenerate, and the Kais buff is still on them, so we are refunding like crazy between Kais and Rosa. This is just a great time. Now, I'm talking about this as if it's like some, groundbreaking strategy or something. The Lufania Crucibles really aren't terribly challenging fights. You have to bring something to account for what the orb is. And it is Lufania, so as you saw, we're capable of dying. In fact, these guys have queued up those dangerous all attacks again, so if we didn't have Rosa on the team, we might be in trouble, but... as it happens, there isn't that much we have to worry about, They're basically dead, right? Let's go ahead and pull you up, get another little launchy right here. There we go. Does it make the other guy launchable? No, it doesn't make the other guy launchable. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, there we go. Left nut out of the way. We have finally found a place for me to put that Shantotto burst I pulled. And Rosa ended up coming in handy there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I need to get some better ace arts. I'll see you in the next Crucible. Adios.